Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. Yeah, it says Dark Rules. I have come to Tata Motors dealership to talk about the Dark Edition from Tata Motors. This is the Safari and this does not get the Dark Edition unfortunately, but the Harrier gets it and it's got it long back, but now it's been updated. You see the color gets sort of a blue treatment, a blue tinge in it. So it's a different kind of blue when compared, rather it's a different kind of black when compared to the earlier Tata Harrier Dark Edition. And of course you get the gloss black finishing on the grille. In fact, they call it piano black. A lot of piano black on this car for that glossy effect. The wheels have been updated. These are not finished in black, they're finished in kind of grey, but these are 18 inches just like the Safari, the same ones but have been colored. So yeah, one size up there. And the changes to all the Dark Edition cars are the same, which is you get a black colored exterior, black color theme on the inside, black wheels of course, and this on the fenders says #dark. Okay, now I'll come to the rear and tell you another common change across all these four cars, which is Harrier is written in gloss black, not gloss black, it's written in black. Everything is black and they're actually charging more for black. Well, that's kind of obnoxious. However, they're charging around 40 to 50,000 depending on the car. I'll tell you the exact prices as well soon. You get this sort of a blue treatment with the tri-arrow finished in blue and again black color finishing. The cabin is obviously very nice and of course the finishing is also very good. In fact, on the door pads, you get this tri-arrow. I love this kind of treatment and the whole theme is continued everywhere. The headrests get #dark, but that's not the same case at the rear. You see, the dashboard gets the dark finishing. They don't call it the black edition, they call it the dark edition. Why? Because this is not black, this is dark. This is sort of a grayish finish. Actually, the quality of the cabin looks quite nice and specifically looks very sporty indeed. Now, the Harrier is available in 3 variants. 2 of them happen to be manual and the automatic is available in the top trim. The manual is available in the top 2 trims. It is actually a price increase of between 17,000 to 28,000 when compared to the old Dark Edition. Meanwhile, when compared to the regular Harrier, the price increase is somewhere around 40 to 50,000 rupees. Now you tell me, is it worth paying that additional money for just black colored paint and black colored interiors? Probably yes, if you want to stand out. Coming to the Ultros, it gets similar changes, but this black is different from the one on the Harrier and that black is different from the one on the Ultros. So all the 3 blacks on all the 3 cars are actually very different. You get this chrome line, again gloss black finishing, actually looks quite nice, but unfortunately it's not available with the diesel. So 2 trims are available for the Ultros and the price increase over the regular Ultros happens to be rupees 30,000. However, you get a 1.2 liter petrol or of course the turbo petrol engine, but no diesel, which is kind of unfortunate. The wheels are finished in of course black and you get the dark written here on a chrome thingy. Coming to the rear of the car, again you get completely darkened elements, including the name of the car, Ultros. It says vocal for local. I like the way the car actually looks in black. And then obviously door handle is kind of hidden. Sorry, Chevrolet Beat. And of course Maruti Swift left the chat. The tri-arrow finish is on the seat of course and it actually looks quite nice. There's an armrest there. I like the way the whole treatment has been done. Looks kind of premium. However, you know what? When you come here, again you realize the interior actually looks quite good in this color of course. And then again you have the tri-arrow finishing. I don't know if you can see that. It also looks pretty awesome. #dark on the front headrest, not at the rear. I think they ran out of the material to write that. Just kidding. So what do you think, guys? Do you think Ultros Dark Edition looks nice? Well, I think it does, and it's Ultros written right there as well. Okay, gloss black, piano black, lot of black everywhere. I know it's going to be a pain in the rear to clean this car. Maybe they should have offered the Dark Edition in other colors as well, because maintaining black can be a little difficult task, but people want black interiors because it looks sporty of course. And the Nexon is actually available in 8 variants. Yeah, the Dark Edition of course. Just imagine how good they are going to do inventory management. Why are they available in 8 variants? Because there are 2 trims on offer, the top end and the second top as well, and there are 4 powertrain options. So it's available with petrol, diesel, in both manual as well as automatic transmission options. Again, you see blackish colored, rather grayish colored wheels. Okay, same dark thingy written here with the hashtag. And coming to the rear, obviously it says vocal for local, and Nexon is actually written in black here as well. Says Dark Edition everywhere. I definitely like it. I like the fact that this is finished in sort of a, I don't know what color it is, but that's the same case at the front. But the grille gets this gloss black finishing. The sort of skid plate is also finished in silver. I think it kind of works really well on the Nexon as well. Some of this Dark Edition theme should have been standard. would have made the cars fly out of the showroom. But they charge 30,000 more for the Altros over the regular Altros, of course, and for the Nexon they charge around rupees 44,000 more over the regular Nexon, of course. Let's open the rear door, and there you see it gets an armrest with cup holders, but the top trim is as loaded as ever. You see, this finishing is quite nice actually, and you get the tri-arrow treatment here as well. Tri-arrow is almost everywhere, and it says #dark. Okay, the sunroof is actually packed. We're not going to open it. This is the automatic, lot of plastic sheets, gloss black finishing. Cabin actually looks pretty awesome with this whole dark theme. From the side, here you can see it. I think it could have been a little bigger in terms of wheel size for sure. Looks a little under-tired, but here is the Nexon EV, which again gets a similar treatment as a Nexon, but it differentiates itself by having blue inserts in certain places, which we'll come to in a bit. Coming to the rear, it says vocal for local, Ziptron. This blue color is used almost everywhere. You can see that, and it says Nexon, which is again finished in black. Now the good part is that they have a lot of these blue elements. Says EV here in that blue shade which I was talking about. And coming to the front of the car, again that tri-arrow is finished in blue, that blue insert there, EV written there. But this humanity line, which I like to call, is slightly different in color. Probably not. Yeah, actually, let me see that. I'm not able to make that out pretty well. I think that's a little darker. Okay, yeah, it's a little darker for sure. And what do you think? I think Nexon EV looks fantastic. Out of all the 4 Dark Edition cars, I think Nexon EV looks the best because of this blue inserts, which kind of is a contrast treatment. Let's open the hood because I have something to show you there as well. But before that, again, the tri-arrow treatment, #dark, not at the rear, of course. And we're going to open the hood of the vehicle. So first things first, they obviously have that, 1 second, where is it? I always kind of forget it, but there it says EV Ziptron, very nicely finished engine bay rather. That's not an engine, it's an electric car, electric motor, of course. Here too, you see, it says Nexon, gloss black finishing, you can't actually read it properly. Dark here as well. And the dashboard design, it's pretty nice. I love the blue treatment almost on every place, like around the instrument cluster, around the AC vents, in the center console as well, because there's no gear lever as such. Okay, this is the mode selector of the vehicle where you want to take it. And otherwise, the cars are very practical. Now for the Nexon EV, there are 2 variants available. The lower variant, the top 2 variants are available. However, the price increase is somewhere between 29,000 to 43,000 more for the Dark Edition. Now you tell me whether you think that is worth it. Let me know which you like the most. This one, or that one, or that one. Poor Safari hasn't got the Dark Edition yet. Someday you will too reach there. Till the time, well, the Harrier looks really swaggy, but yeah, quite a premium for just black colored cars. Although, if it was available in diesel, well, I might have thought about it. So guys, this is a quick look of the Tata, sorry, I was going to say Harrier. I'm so used to Harrier Dark Edition because that was the first car to get the Dark Edition. Of course, these cars are very good in terms of safety, but do you think the premium is worth it? Let me know in the comment section below. That's it. All the cars you can see from Tata Motors are here. You see the Tigor as well as the Tiago. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. People in the showroom are wondering why is he shouting. Well, that's my thing.